Okay, it's right around 11, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Thank you for coming to Party On. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm just going to put that out there. So any slip-ups or anything, they were rehearsed. I didn't rehearse because the note said be authentic. So anyways, I want to start off by asking a question. How many of you, it's your first spring sprint? I know we just downstairs, but I was trying to get you. Okay. And how many are certified, lead, star, all those raised? Okay, good. I'm just trying to gauge the crowd so I know where to go with my parties. Well, I want to welcome you. And did I say my name? No? No. It's okay. Yeah, my name is Jessica Thompson. If you can't remember that because we see so many people, you can call me Rockstar. I answer to that also. And I really do brand myself with Rockstar Jess T because it's easy to remember. And if you wake up and look in the mirror and say, I'm a rock star, I'm going to be a rock star at all things I do today, I don't know how you can have a bad day. So rockstar mom, rockstar wife, rockstar maid, accountant, Scentsy, all that stuff, you know that we do. It's not always a smooth, wonderful day in rockstar world, but I try. I would like you guys to give yourselves a round of applause for getting yourselves to Spring Sprint. It's a huge accomplishment to move your business forward and see where you can be taken by attending Scentsy events. It will change your business and change your life. So please give, yay! If you can swing it, never miss a Scentsy event. Don't miss the calls, don't miss the spring sprints, the leadership, the convention or family reunion. They're all like doses of medicine that we need periodically throughout the year, and they're right on point with everything that you're feeling with your business and the business cycle. So if you leave with any advice or any inspiration, I know we're supposed to talk about parties, but try to get to every Scentsy event because Orville and Heidi and the home office and all of the consultants, all of us, like it comes together with what we're feeling. So I'm definitely proud of you guys for getting here, and I just want to say that because sometimes you don't think of it that way. We did a couple minutes ago, we shared one thing you'd like to learn in here about parties. If I can have 2 people actually raise their hands and talk to me, so I know what you want to learn while you're in here, I can maybe address it when we start. Don't be shy, we're all friends, we're family. One? Okay.
Pretty much just getting people on the ball to do parties, to know that they're not going to be doing a whole lot of work, that we're going to be doing something.
Okay, got lots of tools.
It's something to do that without pressuring them.
Okay. And then one more?
Games.
Games? Good, right? Okay. So we're going to pretend for the sake of this breakout that you already have a party. If you don't have parties, you need to go to BAM because that is booking all month, and that's also an excellent breakout session that you could attend. I can't wait to see it myself. But so you already have a booking, and you're getting ready for the party. So what the most important thing that you can do once you have the party booked is coach your hostess. Because if she's not on board and helping you help her, then how's it going to be successful? The most important thing that I think about bookings and just about this business in general is being yourself, being authentic, being fun and energetic, just what they talked about with the 5 points on the star. Like being a light that shines that people want to be around. That's the same thing. Like, why do people want to party with you? If Miss Graham here sells Scentsy and I sell Scentsy, why are they going to party with her over me or me over her? It's because of you. So you need to be positive, be energetic, be exciting, be yourselves, but like present it like it's awesome and kind of focus on the experience. That's where we're going with Scentsy everything. The appearance of the warmers, like even the boxes. Did y'all see the purple, if you brought a guest, light? I just wanted the box. I didn't even know what was inside of it because it was so pretty. And you open it up and there's cards in there. There's you're going to have to check it out if you haven't because there's neat things in there that are about compliments and things that you can share with your customers. We're just enhancing the Scentsy experience, I guess. So you already have a booking and we need to work on hostess coaching. Well, things that you've gotten in your tools to go kit and then in your product kit, you've got your hostess packet, which You've got invitations. I know everybody wants to do social media now with Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat, whatever. Your grandma probably doesn't check Snapchat, and she may not see her Facebook invite. So make sure that you're still sticking. That was in there anyways, but right? You know, I mean, I even have friends that still don't have a Facebook, and I'm like, okay, I'm having an event, so I have to actually text them or call them or, you know, go back to the olden times where we pick up the phone and say, hey, I'm having a party. But anyways, we've got invitations. If you're getting a hostess packet ready, you want to be organized. Have some of these ready at all times. I carry them in my car and in my purse in case I meet someone that wants to borrow a bag or a basket party. Or, you know, I've connected and I finally convinced them, hey, you really, you know, it's 10% off in February. Why don't you go ahead and have this? I've got everything right here. So in your kits, you got the hostess folder or envelope. These are in the workstation. I brought these from home, but I use these a lot. These are little teasers. They even have a smell in them of a scent. I don't know if you've ever seen them, but they're awesome. And they have like a mini brochure. You can also send these out via mail once you get your hostess's guest list. So I love them, and I put them in my neighborhood's mailboxes. Well, not in their flyer box, because anything you put in the mailbox has to have a postage on it, but I'll put them on the door or whatever when I'm having an open house. So these are great. Handing the hostess, you know, invitations to actually hand out, just so you can follow up with them. You can text them or Facebook them or whatever you're going to do to invite people, but actually handing it and saying, put this on your refrigerator, or if you bring this to the party, you'll get entered in an extra drawing. It's a way for them to actually keep this piece of, not use it as a coaster, basically. You also got washi tape in your kit. Some people are crazy about it, like they have to take out second mortgages and stuff to get the Scentsy consultants. I'm not going to mention any names right now, but they have an addiction to washi tape and they use it. And just to put little notes everywhere. This is all for your hostess kit, or hostess packet that you get together. And I wanted to show you in the new catalog, something that people do with washi tape is they tag the pages, but I actually took these that we have, the pick and stick flags. And things that I need to get, like there's no option, the laundry care, because I'm running low on dryer dust, so I was very happy to see that we got Jet Set Go. Love, and have loved since we saw it, the LED new warmer that changes color, so I was super excited about it. But anyway, this is something you could give to your hostess to say, oh, hey, Jenny, I saw this and thought of you. Or I know your husband's Air Force, like, did you see our Air Force warmer? You know, whatever that you can relate to your hostess. That's how it comes, like you develop a relationship and you can actually coach them. And when you're getting their hostess packet, you're putting it together, something, customizing it to them, they're gonna work harder for you. And that's how they're gonna share with your friends. Hey, look, this is, you know, because even we give them out and some don't even come out of the cars. They don't even open them. Oh, I know, I just thought this was, and I'm like, okay, we talked about it, but it's okay. But this is a way to get them more involved. Hey, I tabbed some pages, please check it out. And then it's a way for you to follow up. Hey, did you see page 37 where I tagged that warmer? What did you think of it? I'll be like, I really do have to open it. These are games that you can play at the, and there's several. On pages 9 through 12 in your workbook that you got, it describes the card game, the purse game, and then one other thing, I think, about parties. And I'm not going to go into all of them. I'm just going to tell you kind of some things that I do and that I've been doing for the last 4 years. The ticket game and the card game are very similar with what I do, but I'll explain that in a second. But this is also something for your hostess packet. It's like a tic-tac-toe, and if they get them done, you give them a prize. You know what I mean? You give them an extra bar or an extra half, whatever you want to do, because it's your business. Maybe you want to give them the bar of the month, the scent of the month, because we get 10 in our scent of the month kit. But as long as I hope that you're all signed up for that, because it's a great deal. But anyways, it's another thing you can put in there. And home office is coming up with all of these things. Like, we've been doing stuff like this, but Word, PowerPoint, Excel, like the consultants have. I don't do it.
Lots of ink.
I just steal it. Yeah, it's lots of ink, lots of time. The box won't fit. The text box keeps getting smaller. But anyway, so that's the hostess packet. And we also have this letter that amazing Supercharged director Jody Farmer came up with. It's a hostess handbook. So you can put this on your purse. Those are a lot of catalogs. I meant for that to happen too. But so this is a hostess handbook. I printed it out and laminated it at home with my handy dandy laminator. I bought it 2 years ago. It's the first time I used it. But it flips. You can stick it on the outside of the bag so that you don't have to put a bunch of folder in there. If you have the hostess packet and this in there, and this has everything on it. Welcome. what our Scentsy mission is, how to party, being a rock star hostess. You can see the rewards that you want. The plug-in system's right here. If you're offering any kind of special incentive as your hostess, it's on here as well, and they'll ask you for it. For me, personally, I am doing a pay the date special in February and March, where whatever day they hold it's usually for March and April more because they get such a good deal in February with the discounted products anyway, but for March and April, I'm doing pay the date. If they hold a party on the 2nd, they can get a warmer of their choice for $2, depending on the amount. Like, if they only get to 150, they only get a plug-in option for $2. I'm not going to pay 55 anyways. You can do it however you want, but that's an idea. It's called the Pay the Date Special, and I have one of those up here if you want to see it or if you want to take a picture of it. So anyways, ask for it's all done for you. Something on the layers line, how to do an order form, why to join, cents on the go, the opportunity, and then asking for them to contact more information. So it's great to have this, and then you get it laminated. You can get it done at Office Depot, or you can do it yourself. It's cheap, but yeah. What?
I just had a question. If you use that in place of the hostess pamphlet,
I do.
Do you take the information, like some of the information from that, and add it to?
If you want to, absolutely. You could put it in your hostess packet for sure. We're just trying to minimalize it and make it easier. So if it's on the exterior of their bag and they're carrying the bag around and sit at places, like say they go to the coffee shop, maybe somebody's going to spark some interest.
Where can you get it?
It is going to be available through the resources after all of the sessions. I have it also. If you want to message me, I will give it to you if you don't have it.
It works great. Makes it a lot easier.
What is it?
What's it called?
The Hostess Handbook. You could always tell your hostess too when you're connecting with them. Again, they're gonna book with you and be with you because you're exciting and they like you and they want to hang out with you. We try to play a lot of games at the parties, so I always tell them they're gonna get free stuff. Are you gonna make food? Okay, they're gonna eat. I'm gonna eat. And if you get them to the party and talk to them about it, I will close. I will sell them. This is what I do. Talk about the benefits. At a party, you want to cost-benefit analysis. I'm kind of to the point. That's my personality. Like, I don't want to hear all the fluff and everything. Just tell me what is good. Like, when I talk about washer whiffs at my party, I say, okay, wax and warmers, that's why I fell in love with the company. I love it. That's a given. Well, now we have a laundry line. Washer whiffs and dryer discs are my most favorite thing other than wax and warmers. I like doing laundry now. I don't like folding it, but I like washing it. I like the whole process. I make my own detergent now and put it in. Doesn't smell, so it's only washer whiffs and the detergent, the dryer disc, so it smells awesome. I love the feeling that is invoked whenever I lay down at 8 o'clock to watch Walking Dead on Sunday nights. That's the day I do my bed clothes. Luna wafts up, you know what I mean? You go to cover up or whatever, or nestle down on the pillow. I love the washer whiffs, so I talk about that at my parties. What else can you do with washer whiffs? And not just an additive for laundry soap. It is, I've had a consultant put them back in the back of her toilet bowl so that her toilet bowl water doesn't smell terrible. When they were coming out colored, they did color the water a little bit, so that was neat. But you can use them in your shampooer for your carpets. You can use them in a spray bottle like Febreze because it's for your clothes. So put a scoop in the bottom and then fill it, with warm water or whatever so it dissolves and then keep it. It's awesome. You can hang stuff up and spritz it out, if you have children, animals, husbands, anything that makes a mess.
It smells stinky.
They clean it up. It makes it smell better and it's easy to clean. So we have sorry husbands. It can be used. So you think kind of outside of the box to tell them it's not just for laundry. I use them when I mop my floors also. Like I put it in with the bleach and the OxiClean, all the stuff that I mix to clean my floors. I put the washer. I love them. They're amazing. Why wouldn't you use them? I love them. I do. And the dryer discs, like they say 15 loads, whatever. Mine lasts 30.
Yeah,
until it doesn't smell. And then when it doesn't smell enough for me, because I'm a scentaholic, I put it in my car or anywhere else. Because we live in Florida, it's so hot, and humid, heat activated. You can still get more smell out of it. So anyways, explain the cost benefit analysis at the parties, and then to the hostess, talk about your hostess. When I prepare my hostess packet and now we're calling it a borrow bag, I get the little thing. I give them a sample of washer whiffs. I think I have them here. I give them a sample of washer whiffs. I usually give them a dryer disc. I ask them to use the rooms right. I say, please use everything in here so we can talk about it. I've sold so many tubs of washer whiffs because I've given them to my hostess. Because you get her on board, she's going to get all of her friends. I have a lady who wants to sign up just to sell washer whiffs and dryer discs to people. And I was like, I'll take it. But the point of having a successful party is to make it relatable. If you don't, this is something it took me a little while to do, but if you don't use our hand soap at your house, why would a customer buy hand soap? If you're buying Walmart hand soap, which I was, why would I expect somebody else to buy it? So use our products. You get them at a discount. You get commission off of them. You can use your host rewards, half price, whatever. It's a great live and learn. I'm getting shamed for not using the hand soap. Anyways, I have a hand soap and a hand cream right next there. And we use a shower gel and wash. Just by using it, other people can experience at your house. So you want your hostess to do that as well. So however you prepare your hostess, that's one of the things you could do. Put your mind, if you were going to do a Tupperware party or an Avon, whatever, Pampered Chef, 31, whatever party that you're going to do, what would you want to know how you can get the benefits? Can you think of the best direct sales party you've ever been to? Anybody in here have one that just resonates like it was awesome? Nobody's ever been to an awesome direct sales party? Pampered Chef? Okay, why? Because you got to eat? I love to eat. That's why I love Volata.
You got to test out the products.
Yeah. Okay, so if you can think about the best thing about that party, you have something in your memory that is I love that girl that did the party, or the guy, whoever the consultant was, or the feeling that you had, the group of friends, whatever you had that makes you remember it, try to be that consultant. Now, when you book your parties, if it was super fun, or you had amazing appetizers, or you know what I mean? We need to definitely hone in on what our skills are, or what we like to use. And you don't have to do what I do. You don't need to be Jessica, but whatever you can use in your business or in your daily life, that's what all of these breakouts and trainings and everything for is, just to give you different ideas or a different spin on things. Make sure that you're mingling and connecting with hostesses and their customers, potential recruits. This is where you're going to set yourself apart. When you set up, when you guys, this was the first breakout, so it was a little bit different, but I was going to have music and greet everybody, and I kind of did whenever we were talking, kind of make it warm and friendly and inviting, develop a relationship with them so that they will want to buy from you. I have people who are like, Jessica, I really want that warmer, the bunny warmer that just came out. People were advertising it in January. I don't do that because I'm still worried about January. So she messaged me and she's like, hey, is this a warmer that you have? Can I get this from you? Because you're my girl. And I was like, thank you for not cheating on me. No. But that happens. You want them to come back to you. I'm her consultant, so she came to me. And I appreciated that. So you want to develop a relationship and have them be loyal to you. Because if you are nothing but, here's your wax and warmers, thank for your money, see you later, why are they going to come back to you? That's the point of this business, the customer service. This is why we're not in Walmart. This is why we're not in Bed Bath & Beyond. It's about customer service. Home parties is where it's at. It's the foundation of the businesses, of this business specifically, because we're focusing on the experience. Granted, you can do whatever you need to work your business with basket parties, mystery hostess parties, Facebook, catalog, online, whatever works for you, that's great. But essentially, if you are right there holding hands with someone saying, okay, you like to smell eucalyptus? You like Vicks Vapor Rub? Let me get you some Just Breathe. When you can customize it specifically to them and you're putting thought into it, they're going to come to you because you spent that extra effort. I know I do. I go to places, there's a, y'all know Publix?
No.
It's a little bit higher end than Walmart, I guess. I love their buy one, get one free. I go in there because the customer service is outstanding. They greet me, they carry my stuff to my car, I know they want tips, but they don't act like they do. They give away free cookies.
They're not allowed to take tips.
They're not?
Mm-mm.
Well, I didn't know that. I've always been carrying my own stuff out. I will stop.
They're not allowed to take them. Trust me, I've tried. They're not allowed to take them. Now you know.
But I like Publix because of the customer service, so it may be a little bit more there, but I go back because of the feeling that I get when I go in there. It's awesome. And I buy lunch meat because I love it. They always give me, I'm like, I know what it tastes like. They're like, are you sure you don't want this piece? I'm like, I'll give it to my children, yes. But I love, that's customer service. It sets them apart, so that's why I go there. So you want to be different. Like when you do your parties, be fun, be charismatic, brand yourself, wear your shirts, you know, your toboggan, your,
Scarf.
is that a scarf or a towel? A scarf.
Scarf.
Looks like a towel. Again, Febreze, okay. Talk about the differences. Like, how many of you, when I start my party, we do the introduction to the icebreaker, whatever, and I'm like, okay, how many people have been to a Scentsy party? Raise your hand. Okay, how many people use Scentsy to scent their home? Someone look down and away, like, I have one, but I turn. Okay, what do you use? And then we talk about the different waxes, and Walmart always comes up. Well, I don't bash Walmart, but I definitely talk about our benefits, like 8 to 10 hours each cube, $5 for a bar that's 100 hours of smell time. You cannot get that in a store. It's like $25 for a candle that releases toxins into the air and carcinogens, and you know you can catch your house on fire. But whatever you want to do. I'm a fan of Scentsy, but you know what I mean. Like relate the things that appeal to you to your hostesses and your customers and your potential recruits. Like if you come in and you're having a bad day, which we all have, I do. I have children and a husband and dogs and life, you know, so they cut me off. Yeah, a teenager too. I may not be having the best day, but I may tell them about it, but I'm going to smile about it when I do because everybody can relate and I want to be happy. Scentsy makes me happy. It's my happy place, and it should be that for you as well. Why is somebody going to join your team or party with you or buy from you if you're a negative Nancy or a grumpy Gracie? You don't want to be. Okay, the ticket game I was talking about. So in your book, it talks about the card game, and you like lay the cards down, and you add up points, and it's complicated to me. So I do the ticket game, and the way that I do when they come in, I give them a ticket for coming. If they bring a guest, I give them a ticket. If I like their hair, I give them a ticket. It's fun. Oh, you have on open-toed shoes? Here you go. Have a ticket. Write your name on the back of the ticket. Put it in the bowl. When's your birthday? When's your anniversary? Who's the closest to this date? Did you bring an outside order? Did you tell anybody else about the party? Do you want to book a party? And I just hand out tickets and I make it fun. And then when people talk or don't pay attention to me, I start drawing prizes so I can bring them back because they're not going to win if they're talking. What did I just say? You didn't hear me? I'm sorry. Did you hear me? Right. Okay. How many insight? You know, and I use my story to do that too. Like I just earned my 7th all expenses paid incentive trip through Scentsy. I'm going on the cruise, hopefully going on the cruise. If I mention that and then we keep going and they're talking or we're gabbing or whatever, I try to pull them back. Okay, who gets a ticket? Where am I going? Where am I going? How many trips have I earned? So, right. So I play that with them to keep it, and it keeps them involved, and it's fun because, like, I don't know why it's cheap paper, but they want it. I want it. It's a chance. Here, do you want another chance? So I got this at Walmart, I think.
Yeah, $3, $3.40.
Yeah,
something.
super cheap. Don't get this one. You want to get the one that says keep the coupon. Otherwise, you have to have people write their name on the back. It's just a mess. But
Well, it's more expensive to get the double one.
I would pay for it.
Just
Because of the inconvenience.
I
I've
don't.
had this for 4 years, and I've
I go
played
cheap.
at games, lots of games, lots of
I go
tickets.
cheap.
Another game that I love to do is the poem game, and I think that when you guys see the video that comes out of the SSDs that did the SSDs that did the presentations, Brittany Clapp, she talks about it also. It's the poem game. Somebody in the back said games. On the resources tab, if you type in games, there's 200. I printed all of them out when I first started, and I played 3.
Yeah. It's the library of games is what it's called.
The library games. You pick out what you want though, and then you can select the certain ones. Every single time I have, I love it. Even the people that we do over and over, I may change it up a little bit and put in some different words and things. But it's called the poems game, and it starts out like this: I wonder who came here from afar. Give yourself 5 if you came by car. Were you on time, not a minute late? Punctuality pays, so give yourself 8. So it's like you add up the points. It's really fun when they've had wine or something at your party. But I always get a booking because the very last thing is it's a 50-point bonus for VIP if you'll host for Scentsy and me and getting them to host the party. Depending on what your prize is, they may really want it. And I definitely change my prices up to however the crowd or however the party is. If I see somebody eyeing something and I want them to have a party, that's going to be their prize. So that's a super fun game, and you can get them off the resources tab. And then in your book, those pages 9 through 12 have several games. The purse game, this thing is awesome. Oh, I'm like, mine looks very bad. I did not do well at arts and crafts in school, arts, whatever. So this thing is in your kit, and you fold it up. Are you laughing at me? Are you laughing at this?
I put the thing together out there, it did a lot better.
If you want to fix it, I would appreciate it. So anyways, in here, they've come up with the tools where if you do an extra half price item, or, I mean, I'm honest, I didn't do well at art. I can color like a mother. You just want a scent pack. You just want a room spray. If you want to do bookings or you want to do basket parties, they've already made it. I've been making these forever, and I don't write very neat. I've had to write some when I forgot them. So these are done, and they look beautiful. You put them in that purple thing. I may hire somebody to put those together for me. But it's already done, and then you take 4 of them, and you can get bookings. You know what I mean? The first person to book a party gets to choose. I have 4 gifts up here, ranging from $20 to $3 if you do a scent circle. Okay, see? He's having trouble. Just because we're recording, he can't do it either.
You mangled it.
Anyways, these are great booking, like to keep, potential perpetual bookings going. They want the prizes. You want that cute little bag thing that I can't put together. Practice. We'll practice though. But anyway, since he's come up with these, this is a way to do it for fun at your parties. You can do it at the beginning, you can do it at the end, at the middle. If people walk in and you're right off the bat talking about booking parties with the hostess, hey, I know it's early and you just got here, but do you want to book a party? You'll get first dibs on the prize packs we have over here. I would do it because I like stuff. Free stuff especially is fun. But so anyway, and then it's just a card in there. You don't actually put oh, it's so pretty. Thank you. Meet me after and show me how you did that. I'm serious. So this is what it looks like better. And you give them whatever's in here when they hold the party. That way you're not out a gift if they cancel or they only try to get it to have a free product. What else? This is my setup. Another game is Guess How Many, which since he has these little bags now, I thought this was awesome. They sent to us. And you get the drawing slips, you get the Guess How Many bag, you can put however many testers you want in here. It's another way to get their information. You can do this at your events, you can do it at parties. If you are friends with a hairstylist or you're in a salon anywhere or insurance, you want to do anywhere there's people really, a doctor's office, whatever, and you want to be fun, be like, hey, can I leave this in your office for a week or 3 days or whatever you want to do, and I'll give you guys a prize for a free, whatever you want to do for them, letting you sit it there, and then while people are waiting, you're going to get their leads. You would never know because you don't go to the podiatrist every day or whatever. So anyways, this is something they've come up with, and then you guess how many, and then you obviously call the winner and say, hey, you guessed right. There were 972 mini testers in there from the last transitions we've done over the last 5 years. Because I probably have that many. What else? This is the little clipboards in the borrow bag that you got. These are the older ones, but this is how I do, being prepared is also very key. Hostess coaching is number 1. You definitely want to become best friends with the host and, coach them on, get their wish list and follow up with them as much as possible. Hey, did you get to go, like I said, follow up about the tab in these. Hey, did you see that warmer? I love that warmer, don't you? Or I think that you would be so in love with Jet Set Go laundry washer whiffs. We just came out with them, and I know how you love them. I think you should try them because it's your favorite bar. Just a way to follow up with them. Do you need more order forms? Did you collect any outside orders? And that's where the Hostess Tic-Tac-Toe thing will come in handy as well, because get $100 in outside orders is on here, and if they complete that, you give them something else as a hostess. These are my charts that I have for all of the customers. This is the smell chart, fall and winter, because we're still in that. I put this on top of every one, then I put the catalog, and then I put the order form. And I go through these, and I keep it like this. I'm like, don't start looking through the catalog or you're gonna lose points or something, just to keep them on task. And I have them fill this out so we can go through and I can say, okay, you might like this or you might like that. Or did you know that we also have the scent circles? You can have that awesome smell that you love in your bar, in your car.
What about the flyers?
The monthly flyers,
Do you put
they're
them
in the
there?
hostess packet as well. And I usually put them on here, but I didn't because I ran out because they give them all away. The Easter one. Or the bunny, which I'm born for at Easter. So yeah, I would typically put this on there too. Or I may not put them on every single one. If I have like 10 or 12 people, I may just put it in the center like up here, and I usually do the warmer of the month on display at the party so they can see it, so I don't really need this flyer. But for outside orders or people want to take it or book there, I give them. Let's see. What else? Anything else? That's everything I had on my list, and I'm very happy, even though I'm nervous. I feel like my cheeks are red, but okay. Anybody have questions? How do you feel about it? Did I answer everything? What was your question specifically? Was to get parties and get people to have them?
That would be big.
Let the host know that there's no pressure, on them.
Something that I do as well, and I mean, you don't have to do this. This is not like Scentsy mandated, but I offer my home. My Superstar director and best friend Heather she taught me. She has a margarita, not that I'm promoting drinking, but she has a margarita machine at her house. She likes to cook and stuff like that. You don't have to move anything. It's all there. So you just set it up at your leisure. And then if somebody's like, oh, I'd like to see this, you may have it in there. If you forget something, it's right there. So people come to my house. I've done launches for new recruits there. I have had like an open house thing. That's an opportunity for low stress. Then they come to your house, and like I said, they're going to see your office. They're going to see your Scentsy store if you have it at your house. And to get them to actually book, you have to incentivize them. I offer sometimes, because I want to promote Velada, I'll say, I'll bring cheese or I'll bring chocolate. Can you get the pretzels? I'll bring the warmer. Or, we just got this new, oh my gosh, if you guys haven't tried the Gouda Garden Dip, holy heavens. Ladies licked the bowl. Like, they all had to be the tiniest ladies I've ever seen. I came in to get some for my sister after softball practice. She came home and I was going to get her a plate of stuff. I was like, what? Where is the dip? They licked the bowl. They're like, Jessica, you said it. And I was like, oh, okay. So it's amazing. It was gone so quick. But anyway, I offer things like that. So it's a way to get Velada in the door for me as well. Or if you're looking towards it, you may get a booking off of that. But it's also spoiling the hostess. What else? Yes.
Can I input on that? On the game?
Yeah,
or how to
please,
get
please.
people?
If you guys have anything to share, that's what I want to do. This is interactive, so don't be shy. I mean, I'm up here. There's no difference between me and you. I just got lucky to present. But we're family, so you got to talk because you talk to people all the time to share your business, right? And questions, thoughts, anything you want to add? What can 3 people say something that they do at parties? Okay, Miss Jenny's gonna. I know, but if you guys will be thinking about what you do at your parties that already makes them successful, can you share with us? Go ahead, Jenny.
Okay, well, one of the things that I do is I don't call it hosting a party. I say let's throw a party. Because a lot of times when you say hosting a party, the person thinks, oh my gosh, I've got to provide all this and I got to do this. There's so much behind hosting a party. But if you say, hey, let's throw a party.
I've been saying, do you want to experience Scentsy? And that's made a difference too.
I just say, do you want to throw a party? Like she said, I also offer at my house. And people much prefer to use somebody else's house than messing up their own house. And throwing a party takes away from the idea of them having to host and bring all these people. And when you're doing all the work, they're just bringing the people there, especially if you bring Velada, which is what I do. Just say, hey, just grab a couple of snacks. Let's do it in between lunch and dinner or
Tell them
after
about the
dinner.
scandal party, the themed party.
Okay, I was getting that.
Okay. It's my favorite thing. She's brilliant.
No,
Brilliant.
And so saying throwing a party over hosting a party has changed me booking. Okay, themed parties. People love themed parties. I just did my biggest party in 3 years was a scandal themed party. So what we did, we showed up at 7:30. Scandal doesn't start till 9 in Georgia, where I live now. So 8 in the central and where other ones live. And I don't think I know. I'll come from over there. So we did a scandal themed party. So people brought wine, a bottle of wine. You can tell everybody, bring a bottle of wine if you want. We had cheeses, we had Velada, we had wine. And I was able to do my party. And then when Scandal started, everybody watched Scandal, and I went from person to person to person and just took their order down. So I also say, in order to enhance the party's total, I do, one of the last things I do the ticket game as well. But for every $25 you spend, you get an additional ticket. So it helps build up the price for the hostess as well, and they get their name into the magical bucket full of tickets. So,
yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, and one last thing I do. She said, do you want?
No, yeah,
Sorry.
please.
Sorry. Clearly we work together all the time.
No, we're family.
Yes, we are. Like literally, my kids call her Aunt Jack. So the spring, summer, fall, winter smell chart that I have, one of the games that I play, I have a list of postcards, and now I'm gonna have to go through and
and
do it all over again. I'd gotten the idea from another consultant, but I expanded it. What you do is you just write out a postcard. Index cards is what I use. And I go through the list, and I have about 25, maybe 30 of them now. And I go through, if I'm going to go, let's see if anybody gets it. This is how I do my game. Let's see, what am I going to use? Okay. A celebration that we celebrate every single year. What smell would go with it? Happy birthday. They get a ticket.
What could you get arrested for?
Skinny dipping. Yeah. When my husband comes home from a long trip, what do I say? Welcome home.
Who's your
See-
favorite Sherlock Holmes character?
Yeah.
It's super
So
fun.
it's just like that. You just go through that. People love it. When I do parties, I've changed the whole thing because I've got 2 kids, 3 and under. I don't need to take
No, I love it. I
I
love
have
it.
2 kids, 3 and under, and I've got a 10-year-old as well. So I'm always busy. And I'm a stay-at-home mom, like I'm sure some of you are as well. And I want to be able to do my Scentsy business. But a lot of the other stay-at-home moms are just as busy as I am, especially being a military wife. We're go, go, go. Our husbands are deployed. So I've offered a new style of having parties, and it's worked for me. I got in a motorcycle accident August 31st, and my short-term memory lost. Everything was affected by it. So my brain doesn't function as well when I'm doing a big party all the time. So I've done what I call my gatherings, and I just take my smells, my list of my index cards, and I go to the women's houses, and it's maybe like an hour. We're having coffee. we
Kids
sit
are playing.
down, Kids are playing, and I'm just having a gathering. I don't bring a whole bunch of displays because most of the women, like she said, already know Scentsy. I bring one gift because usually it's only like 3 or 4 women, but these parties end up being $400 parties because they're
Intimate.
intimate, stay-at-home moms. They're into the crafting and all the fancy stuff that they want. They've got to have what's in their house. So changing it to the gatherings has helped me in my business, which may help the next person. It makes your parties a lot shorter and a lot more personal, and you still have a gift at the end. You do the tickets with the cards. So
I have something, she was talking about changing it, like calling it a gathering instead of saying a party or, hosting, throwing a party, whatever. I have changed it, and Velada goes hand in hand with this as well. I call them sip and sniffs. And so if you want to do wine in the evening, or I love coffee. I could use some right now. But I call them sip and sniffs, and I'll be like, hey, do you want to come over and have some coffee, and we'll do a sip and sniff? And they're like, what? Or, like I said, in the evening you can do it for wine, and then for Velada I call it a tasting party or a date night or a girls' night, however you want to theme it, so that it's not all around a party and the whole, because it's we label what do? You connect things, or you label them. You hear the word party and you're thinking, I've got to clean my house and I've got to buy appetizers and I've got to invite all these people, like making it less pressure, like you were talking about, like getting bookings and holding them and changing it up. It's fun. You can do them at the coffee shop, and like it doesn't have to be a huge party either. I've done trunk shows. I've done lunch or after work gatherings because people are so busy they don't have time to schedule one or anything. So I show up, put a few things out, and we have such, everything you need to do this business successfully is in the starter kit. So you don't have to have this huge setup. A warmer, a bar of wax, and some scents, and you're good to go. Everything else is easy. So getting back to the basics and working on that and changing it up, that's what's been successful for me anyways. I've been with Scentsy since June of 2010. I made director in 5 months. I made star director 1 year later, and I have over 220 people under me. So everybody's different, and I'm not telling you that, you know what I mean? I just wanted to give you some perspective on what has worked, what hasn't. If I had hosted a party with me, by me, when I started, I would never have rebooked me. I was not that good. I was not that confident. It was a different season of my life. So my advice and why I'm up here talking to everybody and sharing is because I really do want to share. I really want to inspire and let everybody know that, like, we all started out as an essential consultant. Nobody started out as a superstar director. It didn't happen. So we all put our was gonna say Pam.
We're in
Shoes on
training.
the same way. So, you know, learning from one another and sharing and applying what works for somebody to your life, like that's great. And you have to be really careful not to compare your path or your journey to everybody else. I mean, that's especially hard for me because I want to be a superstar director really bad. Like that's what Mark was talking about down there. What do you want to be? And I wrote 4 solid, stable frontline directors. That's what I want that stay there to get me there. But you put your goals down and you work towards them, but we all start out as essential consultants. So definitely remember that.
And training.
And your training, any Sensi thing you can go to, any event, and networking with another director or another consultant, no matter what their rank is huge to the business. That's one of the reasons I love leadership. I mean, we just sit and talk and share. And I mean, I came back and booked a recruit in England, a recruit in Germany, and a recruit in Mexico 2 weeks after I left leadership. And I don't know what happened, but it was exactly what I needed. It gave me the inspiration. I reconnected and everything just fell into place. So, but anyways, that's it. And if you have any questions, let me know. If not,
I'm a director in training.
I think you have five minutes until your next one. So thank you. Thank you for your attention and congratulations for coming.
Thank you.
Woo!